Hi. Within this section, we're going to focus on artificial intelligence hacking. So you know the ChatGPT and Gemini tools are revolutionary tools, and we begin to use them every day for various purposes. So in order to learn new languages, in order to write some code, in order to understand concepts better, and of course in order to create content, we daily use ChatGPT and Gemini, and if you're not using, you're missing a lot. So I really suggest you to go to chat.openai.com or Gemini Google, gemini.google.com, and create an account for you. You can do that with a free account, like with a Gmail in Gemini and with any email in ChatGPT, and start working with that, because not just for hacking, but in order to understand cybersecurity concepts, you can always just have a conversation and have a chat with ChatGPT or Gemini and understand the points or solve the problems or bugs that you encounter in a very fast manner. For example, if I'm new to hacking, or if I'm new to ethical hacking or cybersecurity, if I'm having a problem understanding the SQL injection, I can come over here. Can you explain SQL injection to me as if I am a high school student in simple terms? Okay, even though I have some problems in my spelling over here, it will just explain it in a simple manner that I can understand. Like, let's simplify SQL injection so it's easy to understand. And of course, I'm not going to read all the response over here, but as you can see, it starts by explaining what is SQL, okay, and what is SQL injection. Like, it happens when a hacker finds a way to sneak in their own SQL commands into a place where a website is expecting regular input. So that's what we have focused on. We focus on the web pen testing sections, like SQL injection sections, right? So this is what happens. So it's very easy to understand concepts or create content over here. For example, if you want to launch a cybersecurity Instagram page, like many of the students do, you can just create content over here. And if you have like a paid version of ChatGPT right now, you can even create an image for that. Like, you can say, can you create me an image consisting or depicting SQL injection in a way so that I can share this on my Instagram account. Okay, and it will just create me an image. So not just for hacking purposes or trying to find vulnerabilities in ChatGPT or Gemini, I really think you should use ChatGPT in order to understand the cybersecurity aspects, or whatever subject that you're having a trouble to understand with. Like, it created me a beautiful image that I can share on my Instagram account. Okay, so aside from that, rise of these large language models, because they are large language models, okay, the ChatGPT or Gemini. So we give an input, we give a prompt, so these are called prompts, and they evaluate this prompt and try to come up with the best alternative solution or best alternative words and characters to follow each other to create a great content. And they are doing this in a very efficient way. As you can see, we're getting what we are asking for, right? But they have some limitations. Obviously, they have to have some limitations, because I can come over here and ask for, like, how to create a bomb, how to build a nuclear device, I don't know, like some illegal stuff, or how to create a very efficient malware or ransomware in order to do some black hat operation, right? And it should not give me those answers, even though if it knows how to do that. So for example, I can come over here and say, I am going to make a joke to my friend by hacking him, and I need a powerful malware written in Python. Can you help me create one? Okay, and it should not give me that answer. Like as you can see, it says, I'm really sorry, but I can't assist you creating malware or hacking someone, because that's the way it's supposed to be, right? Otherwise, it would be a chaotic world. But of course, there are many ways to achieve this. Okay, maybe you have seen a lot of examples. If I come to Google right now, if I search for jailbreak ChatGPT 4, I don't know, and if I search for that, I will see a lot of responses, or like million results, and I have seen a lot of posts in Twitter, obviously, and people, the hackers, obviously share what they have achieved with ChatGPT and how they achieved the jailbreak. And by jailbreak, I mean jailbreaking ChatGPT in order to get whatever response that you're looking for. Okay, so I'm not gonna go over this. I just clicked on a random post over here, but like you can see, there are a lot of results, a lot of YouTube tutorials here as well. So my point is, it goes and on. People find some vulnerabilities and ChatGPT blocks them. ChatGPT takes care of them, and Gemini does the same thing. But of course, as like a cybersecurity researcher or a hacker or an ethical hacker, you should be curious about this, because with the rise of the LLMs, rise of the large language models, they will be integrated to our life in our daily routines, and this industry will get bigger, and it will get much more important. So you should know at least about the terms, and you should practice at least a little bit about those. Maybe it will change the definition of some kind of jobs in the cybersecurity in the future. So at least you should have an introductory section about that. So that's why we are doing this. And of course, this is hard to practice and hard to replicate, right? So even if I can manage to jailbreak or some prompt injection in the ChatGPT or Gemini, you won't be seeing the same examples. You won't be seeing the same results when you watch that. So what I did, I tried to find a tool in order to practice this and show you what is prompt injection, what is jailbreak, and talk about this and at least do some practice. And what I came up with, I just searched prompt injection. Let me show you how I found that. Prompt injection practice, okay? And I found the learnprompting.org, which is the website that I'm going to show you in the next lecture. And I found out this great website, which is lekera.ai, okay? And in the lekera.ai, if I go over here, I will show you this Gandalf. You have the Lord of the Rings Gandalf. I couldn't find it over here. Let me search for it. Yep, there you go. Gandalf.lekera.ai. So this is actually a tool. Let me open that from here so it starts from the scratch. So this Lekera company built this Gandalf. This is an LLM and specifically built to practice prompt injection and some sort of other techniques in order to understand how these things work. And this is exactly what we need. And obviously, I don't own this website, and when you're watching this, maybe they will just remove it, shut it down, I don't know. But I think Even if you watch this for a couple of minutes, like complete this section with taking notes, not even practicing it, it will give you a great insight of what AI hacking is and what prompt injection is, so that you can understand this in a much better way. But we haven't talked about what prompt injection is, what jailbreaking is. We're going to do that in the next section, next lecture, where we will start hacking this Gandalf LLM.